I solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And I will make the solemn promise and declaration, consciously believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath. Thank you. I will now invite Mr. Stephen Daskell forward to sign the declaration.
We would like to know what are your feelings after the re-election of your wife, Chris Fonseca, at this moment.
I'm very proud of her, not as just as the counselor, but as my wife. Somebody that I know works very hard, has a lot of integrity, and she is, I find her truly amazing. So she's tireless in terms of her job, but you know what? It's more in terms of the passion that she puts into it. So I love to see that, and her community involvement is something that we can all get around. It brings us a lot of strength to our family. So yeah, your family and your community and everybody else, it's been, it's the only way that you have an opportunity to serve is by having enough people that support you. So to know that she has the Chaudhrys and so many others that were able to cast their ballot and put their kind of future in her hands by saying, listen, we believe that you'll be a voice for us and be able to bring good things to our community is something that is a lot of responsibility, and that weighs on her, but it's a good weight, and it's a weight that she can take forward, which is, again, that we're proud of her, and we want her to keep working hard.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So as being the MP of Mississauga East Cooksville, you think that her election, again, a re-election, winning this election, is going to help the community the way on the federal level that when you work, you can also access the community better through her?
Yeah, that's a great question. So as a somewhat political family, having her at the municipal level and me at the federal level, Chris is always, every night, every day that I'm home, and even when I'm not home on the phone, is always asking me, where's the money from the federal government so that we can get projects done in the community. And that's what she should be doing. It's always advocating on behalf of the residents. And what's good in terms of how we can work is that when there is an issue at the city, she's able to bring it home. And if I could be of service, if I can help through whatever ministry or whatever calls, or through the community like yourself calling you up or calling people up like Basanti with seniors and others, that helps in terms of getting the job done. We understand that I belong to a political party, she doesn't. So going beyond political parties, really in the end, it's about helping people, and that's what's most important.
That's great. That's great to know. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks to me. Thanks to Z9.
Thanks.
All right.
How do you feel after being re-elected? And I really congratulate you first of all for that, and being the Ward 3 councillor for Mississauga. We would like to know if you have certain things in your platter for the people, for the community, and how do you feel after being re-elected?
First of all, thank you so much. I feel energized, and I couldn't have done it without the community. I know that I have the community in Ward 3 and the residents of Ward 3 and the businesses backing me and supporting me all the way, and that's what energizes me and gives me great confidence, and I look forward to working with everyone in Ward 3 over the next 4 years. A number of priorities that I want to continue to work on is safety in our communities, on our streets, traffic calming. We're building, redeveloping the Burnham Thorpe Community Centre, which will provide additional programming for those from 8 months all the way up to 88 years of age. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to ensuring that I continue to have forums, public forums, where I can work with the residents and meet with the residents to build a strategy where we can, within our neighborhoods, ensure that they can continue to live and work and play right in Ward 3. It's an incredible part of the city, the East End, and I'm very excited and honored to be able to serve for another 4 years.
That's great. That's great. So would you like to express or would you like to give a message to the ethnic media, especially the local media here in Mississauga?
I'm very honored to be re-elected. It is a privilege to serve the people of Mississauga. Today is a very special day. We are celebrating our inauguration. Our first council meeting will be on Wednesday, and then we are sworn into the Region Appeal on Thursday. So we have our priorities, which include investment in public transit, transportation, infrastructure, growing our city, creating jobs, and of course building more affordable housing for the middle class. So those are our priorities, and of course keeping our city safe. We are the safest city in Canada. We've been ranked that for over 17 years, and we will continue to be the safest city, and we must be very vigilant to make sure that to continue the safety of our residents.
Thank you so much, and we are really very thankful to God Almighty for giving us this opportunity to live in a country like Canada, and especially the city of Mississauga, where you are the mayor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara.
On behalf of Z9 Digital TV, I would like to congratulate you on your election as the councillor for Ward 7 in Mississauga, and would like to know what your ideas and your planning is for the community.
Thank you so much, and it's lovely to see you in this role. And it's a real privilege to be the councillor for Ward 7. I'm really looking forward to the opportunities. The first item of business is the budget, so I'm looking forward to I have the binder in front of me, but I have to go through it. So I have few days to do that, and that'll set the tone for the next 1 year. I think the couple of challenges or opportunities that Mississauga has is we're growing. Mm-hmm. How do we grow in a way that we can't grow out, so we're going to grow higher, but I want to grow higher in a way that doesn't make it impersonal, that it's still human scale. So that is something that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, that's great to know, and hopefully from our community, a representative has been elected, which is a great, encouragement for the community to come forward, and hopefully the community will definitely work with you. And we hope that you have plans for the especially accommodation of the community, the new immigrants also.
Absolutely. I feel like this is a special responsibility that I have. In addition to having all of the responsibilities of being councillor for Ward 7, I feel I have a special responsibility as the first visible minority person on this council to make sure that their voice is heard, and that I am that I will have the ability to represent that visible minority voice ably at City Council.
Well, we wish you best of luck for that, and hopefully we'll be seeing you like in the re-elections too. Thank you so much for the next 4 years. Thank you. Yeah, so first of all, good evening and congratulations for your re-election for Ward 4 Councillor of Mississauga. And we would like to know what plans do you have for the future, the next 4-year term for the city and your ward.
Well, thank you very much, Tehmina, and I'm so excited to be here on this inauguration. Working with council collaboratively will be really the biggest and most important step, and I think that we've got a really good bunch on council led by the very prominent and outstanding Mayor Bonnie Crombie. But looking at things locally, Ward 4 is the ward that I represent. It's how do you move people from point A to point B. It's transportation. We're obviously all waiting excitedly for the building of the LRT, which is going to be along here Ontario for Port Credit all the way up, connecting to Brampton, and that's going to be really a huge investment by the provincial government that we're all not just anticipating, we're quite literally right now relaying wires and doing the preparatory work. It's working collaboratively, as I'd mentioned, ensuring that people and their voices are heard, and that's a lot of times we get such great feedback from the electorate, from our public, ideas on how to improve. We can always get better. And as the mayor had mentioned in her inaugural speech, it's holding the line on taxes while at the same time listening to our residents, working holistically to make improvements of all kind, infrastructure, transportation, and as much as we can do for the city and for the region.
That's great to know. So will you be holding like more forums, general community forums for within your ward to get the opinions and the ideas from the general public?
I think that's a great point. I think often we have sort of an idea that we don't have an ability to be as engaged and as well connected to our civic leaders. So what can you do? You always wonder, and I think maybe there isn't one way, but you got to try to engage the best that you can, whether it's holding town hall meetings. I've got a lot of condominium corporations in my ward in Ward 4, so it's attending those meetings and talking to ratepayers at all levels. Social media is now becoming quite the way to connect and a solid and effective platform, and it's one I also enjoy as well. In a time where maybe people feel more comfortable to comment that way rather than to do it in such an exposed way, right? So it's through email and through Twitter, whatever it might be.
That's great to know. Thank you very much for your time, and we again congratulate you on behalf of Z9 Digital TV, and we'll be seeing you for the next 4 years, and hopefully after that too.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.